We got going this morning. We didn't get real far down the road, but we got a little ways down the road. We had to stop because of the storm coming. The wind was getting really bad, and so and we were watching it on the radar, so we were able to see that we were getting close enough to it. So now we pulled over. We're hanging out in a Walmart. The kids are getting the rare opportunity to look in the toy section. This is something I don't do with them, but since we're killing time, they're looking in the toy section. Meanwhile, I'm also trying to get our battery charged. Just a minute, please. Trying to get one of the battery charges for the charged for the camper, and you know, hopefully we'll be ready to roll on that one later. What is this that you want for your next birthday? Mystery Machine, Scooby-Doo. All right, Buzz Lightyear.
No.
And Woody. What's the girl's name? I forgot.
Jessie.
Jessie. Okay. Oh, I'm not.
Isaacs.
Thank you.
Hey guys, how about y'all?
Yours is ready too. Just put it right there.
Guys, how about y'all say what y'all are eating for lunch?
Sandwich.
Okay, what's the sandwich made out of though?
Bread, cheese, and meat.
Are you gonna get one?
And mustard.
The mustard? That's cool.
And mayonnaise, and pickles, and whatever you want.
No, we don't have that stuff on it right now.
And candy.
No, ew, no.
Ew, no. That's not coming out. Well, please pray for us to get home safely.
All right. To give you a quick rundown on the rest of the day, it didn't go as planned. We wasted a bunch of time in Walmart this morning, and the storm still didn't hit. So we finally discovered that it was moving a lot slower than we had thought, and we said, well, let's just go ahead and start driving, and we'll see how far we can get before we encounter the storm. Well, Nathaniel paid a lot of attention to the radar, and he said, well, it looks like, you know, we're going to hit some rain, but actually the wind seemed to be gone for the most part, and I was fine with driving in the rain. And then he'd warn me, okay, well, there's a bad band coming up ahead, but it's not, you know, it's not going to be real long. And, you know, okay, Mom, now you're, you know, halfway through it or whatever. So we got through that, thank God, without any problems at all. And we just kept going, and I guess we stopped once to get gas and everything, and finally discovered that our lights weren't working on the camper correctly. And I was discovering too that here and there the trailer brakes weren't working. So they would work for a little while and then they would stop working. And these are similar to problems that you can read about on our Kidding Around Farm blog that we did when we went to the Northeast in Canada a couple years ago, but not quite the same. And you know, we thought we'd gotten those problems fixed. Charlie had checked everything out a couple of weeks ago, but he had checked it out with the truck, checked the camper out with the truck as opposed to the camper with the van, because the last time that these problems had occurred, we'd actually been hooked up to the truck. Anyway, when he checked it out, he couldn't get anything to do anything wrong. Everything worked perfectly. But as the day went on, things just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And because we would we'd get the trailer brakes to work, but then the right turn blinker wouldn't work on the trailer. And then if we could get the right turn blinker to work, you know, maybe we couldn't get the lights to work. Whatever, it was just, then I finally said, well, you know what, we need to stop because the lights aren't working, it's heading towards dark, and we don't want to be driving down the interstate with no lights on the camper. So we pulled into a Walmart and started trying to assess everything, and now we can't get anything to work. Not the lights, not the trailer brakes, not the blinkers, none of it. So, and of course it started raining, and this Walmart, unfortunately for us at least, has signs posted requesting that people not spend the night here. And I do definitely respect that. And a security guard came by to check on us, and I just said, you know, we're not spending the night here. We're just trying to get this figured out. I don't know what to do. And he couldn't point me in any good directions. And I called Charlie. We tried a number of things, but we couldn't get any of that to work. I finally went over to talk to the manager at the Lowe's next door, and he ended up saying he was perfectly fine for us to just park in his parking lot tonight and get settled in and have some dinner and all of that, and then I can reassess tomorrow. So, you know, at least it's not a really big deal driving in the daylight without lights, although I definitely prefer not to do it. But so, you know, tomorrow's Sunday, we're going to get up and go to Mass. We'll drive to Mass. And then after that, I'm hoping I'll go to a local auto place, and Pep Boys, AutoZone, something like that, and get them to look at a couple of things, and maybe get them to refer me to some trailer, some kind of company that works on trailers and wiring and stuff like that. So we might be stuck in this area until Monday and just trying to kill time, because we've got to get this problem fixed. I don't know what the problem is, but I cannot continue on a long trip dealing with stuff like this like I did today. That really has taken a lot of time and, you know, caused a lot of frustration. And the kids have all been very good and patient. But needless to say, after we just parked, we just went in, had some dinner, and I finally convinced the kids, they didn't want to, but I convinced them that we needed to get a little bit of schoolwork done. So we try not to use the battery in the camper a whole lot in case we need to use it for something like the heat. So the kids are all sitting there working by lantern light.
Read from here to here. From the 1966.
All right.
It's 6 plus 2. The white
Sticky note.
thing. 1 for blank minus blank equals blank.
You're right.